How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today I have a fun one for you. Not only do we have an exclusive knife to check out coming in from comm, but this is going to be the 3,500th upload for the channel, which is really cool. I have to give a big thank you to comm for sending this in. And I will have whatever I can linked down below in the description. I believe this will be available on January 9th. And so that means by the time you're seeing this, this knife should be available. And it's an exclusive through comm. And they only did 500 of these. You get your little sticker there. And you get your added comm patch there, along with the Vosteed RE and microfiber cloth and your zippered pouch. And then we have our knife here. So this is the exclusive, and they are all going to be numbered somewhere on here. We'll find it sooner or later. 1 to 500, and the Ultim is going to be the big draw to this knife. Now, apparently, we're going to check, but I think this is also titanium here. So they went with textured Ultim and some titanium accents. We're looking at 14C 28N for our blade steel, and they went with the sheep's foot blade on this model. Now, this isn't the Corgi pup. This will be the full-size Corgi sheep's foot version, and this is using the Trek lock, which is a little bit different than the standard plunge lock. Not quite enough out there, or at least not in my experience, to have a lot of judgment on it. It seems good though, for opening the knife and having a decent lock on the folder. Certainly not the strongest lock by any means, but it seems to be all right in my limited experience with it. Decent little sharpening choil there, and we do have front and rear flippers for the deployment, and nice snappy action. The way the flippers are done on this model, they're so high in relation to the pivot that you just get a ton of leverage on there, which means you have a very smooth action on this. Ball bearings in there, and then we have a deep carry clip that is going to be recessed, and you do have the option to mount it lefty, and they include a filler tab, which is a nice touch that keeps everything nice and clean. And the Ultim in this case, this is the kind of Ultim that I don't mind. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of Ultim, but in the case of the lighter stuff like this, I don't have, this I don't mind. I don't seek Ultim out, but this stuff is pretty cool. You do get to see kind of the internals of the knife. You can see the steel liners here with the milling. So I don't mind this stuff. The darker stuff I'm not a huge fan of, but the lighter stuff I'm all right with. Let's get a measurement on this. It's been a little while since we've had a Corgi to check out. We're at like 7 3/16, 2 7/8 of cutting edge, and 3 inches of total blade. And a couple of comparisons with the full-size Raccoon from Vosteed and the Kaiser Drop Bear. It's going to be very similar to the Drop Bear there, and just a touch smaller than the Raccoon. And for the people who have never seen it, this will look pretty clean in the pocket. You'll have a little bit poking out there, and that's done intentionally, I have to believe, because this could be mounted higher, but they choose to mount it lower, and that's what Vosteed often does. But that gives you a nice amount of surface area to grab this knife and pull it out of the pocket. Good retention on the clip. Their standard pocket clip works very well, and in this case, lefties will be very happy about the fact you can mount the clip lefty, and they don't destroy the aesthetics by not putting a filler tab there. So everything looks clean. I like the collars there. Now, as far as the titanium goes, I want to say this plate and possibly the filler tab are titanium. Now, the pocket clip is still going to be steel. So 14C, you have some titanium accents, and then you have some steel accents with your steel liners, and then you are looking at the Altum on the exclusive here. Now, you're not going to be able to get Altum with the sheep's foot blade anywhere else but county comm. So don't think, this is everywhere or at a bunch of retailers or on Amazon. It's only at county comm, and they only have done 500. Now, I don't believe anything should change a whole lot. I mean, they do G10, they do micarta, so it'll change from model to model a little bit, but it shouldn't change a whole lot from what we see here, 3.3 to 3.4, and then depending on what material you get it in, it'll be different, but not a whole lot. And don't forget to let us know what you're carrying in your pockets today. Love seeing what you guys have for your EDC. So let's see what kind of edge we're going to get out of the box on this. And it'll be standard Vosteed quality, nothing different here, which means nice and sharp right out of the box. We have our tip there, which will be nice for detail cuts like that. Very nice. Good solid edge on the knife. Yeah. Very good. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. Do you like the sheep's foot blade better or the spear point blade? I kind of want to lean towards this blade here because you can get the benefits. It's, similar to a drop point, just a very low one. I don't know. They're very similar, but for some reason I want to lean towards the sheep's foot a little bit. But I wouldn't blame anyone for going with the spear point. So let's see what this Trek lock can do up against the spine whacker here. There's no movement in there, up or down. And there's none side to side. I can get the blade to flex a little bit, but nothing going on in there. Let's see if we have any pivot lash. There is none. And then we don't really have a detent, I don't think, to worry about. So we're not going to have any detent lash with this knife. But the action, like I said, because of them higher flippers, it just works very, very well. Let's see what we got here. Couple of love taps. Very good. No problem at all. I know there's people out there who have had trouble with the Trek lock and various button locks. I've had trouble with button locks myself. I haven't had any trouble with a Trek lock, but like I said, I might have handled 6 or 8 different Trek locks, which isn't really a ton to have, an opinion unless every one of them fail. But I have had good success with the Trek lock over the last year and a half or so. But I do know there's people out there who have also had issues over the last year and a half. So I feel like Vosteed will get a handle on it. I think they most likely have a handle on it now, or they wouldn't be offering a knife with that type of lock. So I think they have a handle on all of that. If you got enjoyment out of today's video, make sure you subscribe because I release daily videos just like this. And if you're new, make sure you are subscribed and ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. I'll put a couple of new videos up on your screen. Go check one of them out. Let me know what you think of the Corgi. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.